Hello, fellow Hyruliens! I am your guide, the Hyrule Historian, and welcome to a chilling episode of Animal Crossing New Horizon, where today we join back up with Blue, and we are getting ready not only for Halloween, or Hyruleen, but we are also getting ready for Zelda Month, which I have quite a few things prepared for you guys this year. But here we are, joined with Blue at her little stand. We have a little bingo raffle thing, getting ready for a few things. So you can win a few prizes here and there. A jack-o'-lantern, some oranges. And if you just want to take a rest, well, we have a nice little rocking chair. But at the moment, I have just been going around Neo Variah, and we're meeting up with Hornsby apparently, where I feel like a lot of my villagers at the moment have been just not really doing much. I mean, I feel like a few of them has been wanting to move away for the past month, but you know, we all want to explore from time to time. Recently, one of my villagers has moved away, which was one of my favorite villagers, Bella, the mouse. Hornsby, what do you have to say? I was thinking about what to do, and I almost had an idea. Almost. Yeah, and then I interrupted it because you was having a staring contest with a bug. But at the moment, we are just kind of getting ready for Halloween. Been setting up a few things. However, one of the things that Blue apparently is going as is a pirate empress, or witch, something. But hopefully you are all doing safe. Even Blue has her mask on, and we are just going to be going to shop a little bit, see what Timmy and Tommy has. Which they are also in costumes, it seems. Let's see. Stage light, toilet, violin. Is this a violin? It is a fancy violin. How much are violins? Because anything on this side... See, this is the one problem I have with New Horizon, is like, here you will have a fancy violin, and once you finally get it, what can it do? Well, you can play it, and two, I guess it is a reasonable amount if you really enjoy violins. I guess that would be kind of a cheap one, because I've been kind of looking at the bells and what it would be for dollars, and it's kind of simple, since if you go to Tom Nook's machine in the town hall, you can look at a switch and compare the bells to what the real life currency is, and then narrow things down from there for other items. So, a spooky scarecrow. How much is Jack? $5,000? I'm good. I can actually make him myself. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, Tommy, I have a few things to sell you. Been going fishing and been doing a few preparations before I've started this episode. And I think I even got Mom sent me a tea set, which it has recently been Blue's birthday, actually. If you guys do not know, I started the randomizers about a few years ago, and Blue was my Legend of Zelda randomized character. 18,000, you say? Ooh, Tom Nook's gonna be happy. I just got one of the last upgrades to my house. Actually, one thing I need to go ahead and prepare for, because tomorrow is Halloween, or Hyruleen. That's something I kind of want to start up. It's Halloween in Hyrule. So we need to buy a handful of candy for our villagers and wish them luck. And as well, we need to decorate the town a little bit more. Have a little bit more fun with that. Oh, one per customer, you say? Yes, I will go ahead and buy it. Okay, yeah. So, my preparation has failed because I've never really worried about the candy. Well, that sucks. I wasn't able to really prepare. I was just going to go ahead and buy a handful of it. But lately I've actually been starting up little pumpkin patches around my village, Neo Variah. And it looks like we're getting quite a few pumpkins here and there. Also, since the last episode, since I didn't really show this off much, there was the update where you could swim, and I feel like I can kind of show that off within this episode, but I feel like part of this is just going to be me preparing for Halloween, and then the next part is going to be Halloween night. Actually, let's see what Goldie's up to. It's the golden retriever of my village. I think a lot of people, though, may know Goldie from the previous game, and yes, my newest villager that took up Bella's location. Yes, Tammy. Which, this is something I found a little bit weird. Bella had that oh my gosh attitude, and always was trying to say, this is the distance between the moon, I want to be a pop star, and whatnot. And Tammy, the new villager I have, is exactly the same. I mean, I would kind of like to have a villager that, not really being a rude villager, but someone more like Keaton, which is a bird villager I have, and he's like Rivali from Breath of the Wild. You know what, Goldie? Have a pumpkin. I'm gonna do nothing with them. And what will you give me for the pumpkin? Probably a t-shirt or a guide shirt. Ah, yes. Thank you. I wanted to talk to Tammy.
Failure.
So right now I'm just going to be gathering a few things, so I'm going to speed through all of this, and I'm going to be trying to see what else is going on, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
So many pumpkins! I love it!
Haven't seen Red lately. I know this is kind of exciting, just watching me pick up weeds and harvest pumpkins. It's like Harvest Moon. Or, actually, talking about Harvest Moon, there was the recent announcement for the, Story of Seasons, I believe? I haven't followed Harvest Moon in quite a while, but it was one of those things that I was surprised that they did separate for the companies. However, I know that's just really old news by now, but it's something that kind of had mixed feelings about it, and the closest thing that came to it for me was the Stardew Valley game, which that just went back to the classic Harvest Moon style, but it was something that I enjoyed. So actually getting close to Blue's house, which we have to travel through the forest. And traveling through the forest, close to Halloween, that always brings up some scary stories. Which recently, and this has actually happened today, since I've been taking a break and I've been messing with the program RPG Maker that some of you may know of, I recently came across a file that I had for a game that anybody can go get through the RPG Maker forums and whatnot, and it is called Eternal. Eternal is a game where you collect spirits from the abyss and return them back to their rightful place. However, it's not as much as a RPG Maker style game, or it's not more of a RPG game. It's more of you are traveling through the abyss, trying to make it through as many rooms as you can, and shooting down all the different slimes and whatnot. A little bit like how Stardew Valley is within its cave system, but an endless amount of enemies are just rushing you. So if you guys like that, look up Eternal for RPG Maker, and you will most likely find it on the forums. But the thing is, and also having to see what Sherb is trying to tell me, and seeing if he's going to give me any new recipes, since a lot of villagers have been giving me recipes that I've already know. But what I was getting to is that this Eternal, I guess I grabbed it a while back, and I haven't messed with RPG Maker until recently, and I've just came across it, and it's like somebody's messing with my computer. Who's been doing this? Where did I get all these files from? And it's bad when you think that way, especially when you're doing all of this stuff for YouTube and trying to work around your own projects. Let's see. I just don't need to collect every... There are a few things I can get, such as coral and whatnot. So one of my things was, where did it all come from? And it's just right around Halloween, and here I have this somewhat creepy game just in my RPG Maker folder. And thankfully, after looking it up, it's like, oh, okay, the forums. But scary at the time. Okay, blah blah blah. Thank you for explaining to me. Isabel, nice uniform. Can't forget about you. Yes, I will take it all. I won't take it all. What do I not need? Awesome glasses. I think I'm actually going to keep the glasses. So, a lot of this is just going to be me now, rushing back and forth where I can earn a little bit of money. Nothing too important, nothing that you guys haven't seen already. CJ, Sprocket. Hey, it's Sprocket. This is one of my first villagers, and one that I still like. How about this just for you? You probably already have one, but I'm giving it to you anyways.
Wow! You got me a table lamp? Awesome! I have a lot of unimportant things to say, so take this.
Yay, I get a uniform! Let's try it on. I, one, look like one of my friends, and two, I look like characters from Full Metal Alchemist now. Amazing! How did he know I liked Full Metal Alchemist? And why are there a lot of bugs right now? Come on, Rock. You're coming with me. Didn't I already pick all these up? I'm having deja vu. I'll probably harvest pumpkins through the entire month so far. One reason why I am already going through a lot of this is just because it's things I haven't done today. What other things am I missing? I'm just starting to notice this, and that my lighthouse is a lighthouse from Minishes. I like it. My DIY. So yeah, a nice little tip for you guys, if you enjoy crafting and trying on different outfits without having to always return to your house each time. Bring a simple DIY table with you and perhaps a changing booth or a refrigerator / small desk with you guys. And if you haven't tried this out yet, you can get stuff for the Nook shop and change your character's skin and eye colors now. Let's see. There's the Korok mask. I can get some wood and make another jack. This is amazing content! Just what the people asked for! More Animal Crossing on a Zelda channel. I feel like though all of this is just going to turn out to be highlights and me speeding up the footage. But if you guys enjoy this type of content, please let me know. And I will put out more Animal Crossing videos. Sadly though, there's not much for me to do in Animal Crossing at the moment, so it's just like chopping down trees and collecting wood, fishing, the common Animal Crossing things. Okay guys, it is the time that we've all asked for. It is now time to spook up the town and change it from Neo Variah to Hyruleen. And thankfully, since before the episode, I've set up a few things. Now, something that I cut out to the first episode, and something that I didn't really like, is that on the mini-map, as you can tell, you have where I place down the roads and set up everything. There's the correct button. But if we go here, and I go to my tile sets, I have a lot of these interesting flooring, and I have a few things from Zelda 1, which is just like the basic ground and the tiles for the dungeons. I also have the Hyruleen logo, the corruption thing from Breath of the Wild, which I forget its name. No, it's the Blight. So we're gonna set up. I'm going to take down the Minish's lighthouse for the moment and set up the lovely tiles for the new Zelda dungeon. Who knew the next Zelda dungeon would be a lighthouse? And it's a Minish lighthouse. Now there's something interesting. Place it back. You know what? Yeah. It's kind of centered. I'm gonna set up the path from Zelda 1, since we are very close to the beach. My villagers will love this. I don't even think they know what Zelda is. Well, they have to, because the NES and whatnot was in the classic Animal Crossing, where you could get Zelda 1. However, nowadays you have to get it through some sort of cheat code. So I'm placing all of this over stuff I already have. So it's like 2 layers of it? Is that what it is? Why do I need 2 layers of... Okay, that just makes no sense. Now this does bring back a Animal Crossing story of mine, which I think some of you may like, and that is that within Animal Crossing New World, Wild World, it wasn't New Leaf, but the one for the original DS. Anyways, I did this through the entire village on my DS version. So if I really wanted to make this all look nice, I would take my time and make less edges and whatnot, but I feel like it kind of fits just because, hey, it was Zelda 1. It was all made of bits. You didn't really have the nice smooth edges and whatnot. But now it's time for a nice time lapse. I know how much everybody loves watching Blue go through her town, but also making everything feel like Hyruleen. I'm gonna say Hyruleen until you guys make it a thing. and send me things on Twitter to tell me how your Hyruleen would be and what your plans are. And then you can also tell me what you will be doing for Zelda Month. Because I would really love to hear how you guys celebrate Zelda Month and Hyruleen. And here we are. It is now Hyruleen night, and because it is a new day, I got a few packages within the mail, and one being a new song. So this should actually be entertaining. However, it may sound nice, but it doesn't fit that Hyruleen feel that we all need. There we go. This is the most perfect song for Hyruleen, or at least for the one I have. Also, Blue has changed her wallpaper, where we have a thunderstorm in our house now. If you don't remember, in the first episode, we had a pirate ship for our bedroom, and I never did get to show you guys this room, where it has my pet turtle in it. Where, yeah, he's been quite busy. And fun fact about him is that I got him on the first night that we was on Neo Variah. For whatever reason, I want to call it New Variah through the entire video, and I've been catching myself. Since it is Hyruleen, I'm just quickly showing off the house, and then we will be heading out into the village to see what decorations our villagers have put up. And, you know, there's not really much to see here. Last part, we actually seen a fancy violin. So this is the newest part of the house, so it's nothing too great. Somebody sent me a guitar, which is amazing. And earlier, or yesterday actually, we ended up, I was going to say we found some wallpaper, but I ended up selling it. But in between cuts, I did end up getting 2 packages from air balloons. So let's just go ahead and see what's in them. Spooky fence. This is going to be something new. Probably can fix up some and add it to the village. And what else did we get? It's amazing. It's going to sit there. I have really no use for it, but I will keep it. And, you know, since I don't really think I've showed it off within this episode. But here is Blue's room. She's been cleaning up a little bit. Has a dressing room, her workstation, her ship is now in a bottle, and been playing a game that I've been working on, which recently, in a few videos, I've actually talked about an RPG tabletop game, and that was a stack of paper that it was for the tabletop role-playing game. But here we are, a spooky and chilling evening, and perhaps we will come across someone who is worthy for the one, count 'em, one piece of candy. Everybody else will get a flower or even a bug. Maybe a pumpkin? I'm not really sure. But there's been a lot of decorations been going up. And we have some very interesting music. However, I have actually decorated this to be more Zelda themed. We ended up having our vines growing through the forests. Some of the corruption is taking over. Griff's house is over here. No, run away. We have some holes. Hi, Griff. The time has finally come, kiddo. Hyruleen is here. Also, he's our resident vampire. So you wished for me to give you candy? Trick or treat, kiddo. You really need to learn that not everybody's a kid. Well, here you go. We found the one worthy person for the piece of candy. And for the rest of the video, we get to play a stealth game. I get some spooky table settings? These holes are worthless. Gotcha, kiddo! You know, Griff, you don't need to... okay, well... That's cool, I guess. We also need to... make sure that we are not caught by anyone else until we are able to buy another thing of candy. Okay, so yeah, added some more holes, but thankfully we can kind of get by them. Does Timmy and Tommy have anything unique because it's Hyruleen? No Goldie. I forgot I was supposed to be playing the stealth game. Help me Minish Lighthouse. I must use the pogo stick to jump. There's only one other person that deserves this piece of candy. And then I will speak to the others. Sprocket! I have brought... You did not come to seek me, but I have come to seek you. Yes, I have just... Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you just bring me candy? Did you just bring me candy? You did. I came here to bring you candy. This is a twist on my plans. The person I was going to come and bring candy to, he gives me candy instead. And then I have to look the blight in the eye. And then walk away. So, Ursula. Ursula, there you are. Seen you on the beach yesterday, talking about moving away. A part that will most likely be cut in the video since it took quite a while. I see you have 2 beds and a few things that are still unfinished. But thank you for the candy. I now will not turn into a scarecrow. I wonder if that's still a thing. I know it was in the original. Oh, Jack! It's finally you! Jack! The person I've been dreaming of! Jack, you look a lot different.
I am Jack, the reigning Khazar of Halloween. This is a night for frights and delights. It comes once a year. That's right, Halloween. Ah, what a thrill it has been to see this night draw near. The anticipation has given me goosebumps. Pumpkin? Now the hour has come, and I seek an accomplice. Tell me, Pumpkin, do you fit the bill?
I mean, I do love Halloween.
What an agreeable little minion you are. I reward my servant handsomely with work well done.
You have so many different laughs. Why is that? Choose one and stick with it.
And what work is that, you may ask? Here is the task. Bring me the delectable candy.
I must deliver you candy? I just got candy from 2 of my favorite villagers.
Oh, why, I detect some candy on you right now. Good job, minion. Now trick or treat. Hand me the candy. Come, come.
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. Stop calling people pumpkin.
Time for me to treat myself. Oh, so scarily scrumptious. Now here's the reward I promised to my little minion. Feast yourself on this king-size prize. It's a pumpkin that looks like mine.
I get Jack's head? It looks like a motorcycle helmet.
Dazzling pumpkin, your true work can now begin. Next, bring me my most delightful and delectable lollipops.
You just really love candy, don't you? Where do we find lollipops? Timmy and Tommy didn't have any. Okay, sure. I give in. You know what? Do your worst. Congratulations, you changed my skin color. Okay, so this is my thoughts. If this was real, the person who threw paint on me, I would be running up to him just to give him a big hug, just to get the paint all over them. Actually, no, I would do a little bit worse. Not only would I put paint on them, however I believe they would be expecting that, they would have to watch out for the upcoming days. Because the best trick is when you least expect it. And now I went from being like, I guess a witch or something, whatever, a ghost. Why? Hang on. What did you give me? Okay, so that was something from earlier. Sure. What did you give me? Okay, so anyways, this is what I did yesterday by fixing this area up. Probably Opal, I believe is her name. She may have some candy for us. So then, more candy for Jack or more candy for the others. But guys, I'm going to have to say goodbye to Spooky for now, and to all of you, since this episode is running a little bit long, and I wish you all a happy Hyruleen and a happy Zelda month. But besides that, this has been the Hyrule Historian, here with Blue, and we will all see you in a future video. Thanks for watching, and later.